many different ways you can take this episode. I'll start with the most basic, obviously the characterization as well. The spotlight being on Gohan. A lot of fans are going to be happy about that. However, I will say this, the characterization for Gohan was well handled. The second part of this episode, I think, is just as important, is the information we got and the reveal to every other universe out there that what's at stake in this tournament of power. Everybody's finally aware. They're going to be pissed at Goku because Goku asked for this. And the shot faces of like Champa and Vados of the other universes. We get some information about the tournament and I guess the hierarchy, the rankings in the universe. I'll get to that in a minute, but let's start off with this fight. And right off the get-go, what more can I say? That the hype from this episode going in and the way they started this episode was handled well. The build-up, so Gohan and Lavender kind of exchange blows. It ends quick because Lavender decides to be a cheating cunt and decides to use poison to blind Gohan. However, this episode not only gives Gohan that spotlight, but it also gives him a chance to train. And actually, Gohan says from the get-go, he's not going to run. Since his ki won't work, so instead he's gonna train himself by going at it one step at a time. But like Goku's like, scrap that, just go all out, give it your best. You know you can take this guy. So that was kind of cool. But Gohan's trying to train himself in this fight to get back into the groove. It kind of works. I mean, they go blow for blow. That was kind of cool. Obviously, he gets poisoned real quick, and this just gives Gohan a reason. It's the same kind of method that Goku used in his fight with Hit. When Goku tried to use his sensing abilities, I mean, that was like on observation hockey level type of abilities. It's kind of the same thing for Gohan. So he was poisoned, so that obviously heightened his other senses, changed the momentum of the fight. And obviously, until Lavender realized, okay, I can't walk around because he'll heal me. So instead, he takes to the air, which was kind of smart. And even Whis kind of acknowledged that. So that was kind of smart because he won't be detected that way. At least not that easy. But Gohan still manages. In fact, Gohan takes a couple of blows. And right from the get-go, the Supreme Kai was going to give Gohan a Senzu Bean in the previous episode. So that was all well and good. But Gohan decided he doesn't need the Senzu Bean. He doesn't want any outside help. He wants to use this on his own by his own power. And you can see a sense of pride in Goku, which is, I mean, Goku's been nonchalant ever since this arc began, but you can kind of understand that father-son bond. We don't get to see that very often, if ever, in Dragon Ball Super, so that was kind of cool. Gohan says he's going to win on his own. And as soon as Goku said, can I have the Senzu Beans, I immediately thought he was going to give that to Lavender. But Goku says, no, I'm not going to do anything. So that was kind of good judgment for once on the part of Goku. And a lot of criticism on Goku's character. Now, there's two ways you can take this. Yes, you can say Goku's been a dumbass for the way he asked for this tournament in the first place. But if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be getting this at all. So there's two ways you can take this. And we wouldn't be getting to see this fight with Gohan right now, would we? So, I mean, you can't be all pissed off at Goku. And I have to say, the payoff for Gohan, even though we know he's going to get stronger, is in the opening, so there's no need to be pissed off if anybody's pissed off. I think this episode was handled real well. And I'm glad that Gohan did get the W, and I'll tell you why. Because it gives Gohan something to work for, and the way he kept training himself in this episode, that's what you want to see from Gohan. You don't want to, I mean, he has his duties as a father and a husband, but as a fighter, he needs to get back into that groove, and episodes like this will help him do that. And he quickly turned the tables when he powered up to Super Saiyan. Now, he used that ki energy to sense where Lavender was, so that was all quick thinking. However, in the words of Whis, that turned out to be a double-edged sword, because the way he powered up kind of increased the poison inside of him, which is a complete shout out to the heart virus that Goku had. Remember, when he went to Super Saiyan, that sped up real quick. So the same thing happened to Gohan. However, Gohan decided to tough it out to the end, which is cool. And Goku was putting a brave face throughout the entire thing until he realized going Super Saiyan was like the longer this draws out, the worse it is for Gohan. But like I said, Gohan, it is what it is. I mean, he's still got a decent amount of hits in, and the back and forth and the final attack, which resulted in a draw, I guess. And this is what I mean. He didn't take the L. He took a draw. And if you notice the way that Gohan was handled, his character was handled after the fight, he says to Goku, "I'm sorry, I lost this." And Goku was like, "You inspired me, and I'm amped up for my fight now." Well, Gohan's like, "No, I'm not there yet. I need to get stronger." So that's hype building for sure, because we know he's going to get stronger. I don't think he's going to get a new mode, but I do think he's definitely going to go back into Mystic. That's obvious. So that's cool. Whether or not it helps him in the tournament depends, but the rulings of the tournament may change a few things. So, and the power scaling may not be as heightened as one would think, but we are still going to get some top tier fighters. I mean, that's a given. And given the fact that Goku has the power to Super Saiyan as well next episode, by the way, the fact that Zeno got kind of turned on by the fact that Gohan was able to turn Super Saiyan was kind of weird, but whatever. We've seen this before, so it's nothing new. And what was it? What was it? Tobo, the guy who reflected Boo's the energy blast from Boo that last episode, he kind of references Gohan's being able to transform into a Super Saiyan, saying it's not just for show. He's able to like boost himself up, altering the power levels, and then the preview, Goku's going in Super Saiyan as well. So Bergamo, the guy Goku's up against, doesn't seem like a pushover. In fact, if you notice, he looks like he can increase his size, which may be a reference to Piccolo in their tournament. But we'll see. But we get to the end of the September. We finally get some important information about this tournament. We've been asking for weeks, ever since the rules of the tournament was announced. Now, the Supreme kind of brought up a very good point. He asked about the losing universes will be erased. So, and then he asked, will that include everybody? Yes, it includes everybody, with the inclusion of all gods, and that includes the gods of destruction. However, the angels will be spared for whatever reason. But so, like Vados and Whis, even though their universes will get erased, they get a pass. They get a hall pass, so they're going to survive no matter what. So they may not give a shit about the outcome of this tournament. So that kind of changes a few things, and I'm curious where this leads now. And Beerus was most shocked of all. It's like, Beerus, it's like, Wish, you get a pass out of this? And yes, I guess I do. So, however, the power scaling in the universe for this tournament has changed, and it may, like I said, it may not be as big as one would think. Now, according to the calculations from Zeno, and the information was given by the Grand Priest, or the High Priest, whatever you want to refer him to as, but the most important thing is, from watching this fight and from watching these two fights alone, Zeno has come to the conclusion that Universe 7 is the second from the lowest bottom. If there's a scale of 1 to 10, Universe 7 will be at 2. That's the way he kind of references. They're the second from bottom, and the only reason that they're not at the bottom is because Universe 9 are below them. What does that tell you about the power scaling? And this is something that blows my mind, is like the lower ranking universes in this tournament will only take part in the tournament of power. The higher up universes will not take part, which may give Universe 7 a huge handicap. So think about that. The fighters that Goku and the rest of the team Universe 7 fight up against are not going to be the strongest in the universe. They're going to be like average level at best, but they're still going to be top tier. That is insane. And that also means two things. One, I don't know if that means anything about Beerus's ranking when it comes to the gods of destruction, but I gotta say this. Beerus doesn't seem that all too pleased to know that his universe is the second from the bottom. And that's crazy. And this is with the likes of Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan. What does that tell you about the rest of the universe taking part? So, to me, that just hands everything up. It kind of sucks that we're not going to get the top tier fighters, but I think it makes sense because we get like someone's almost at the high priest level, which that may be a confirmation right there. We may get confirmation that some of the universe some of the fighters may be equal to gods of destruction. I'm just saying it's a possibility, and they're not going to be even taking part in this tournament, so that sucks. But there is, so the power scale in this tournament isn't going to be as big as one would think, but it's still going to be hype building for sure. However, one way or another, gods of destruction will be erased. So will other gods, the Supreme Kais, as well as everybody else in the universe. However, the angels will be spared. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think about Gohan's big? I guess it's the beginning of the comeback for Gohan. Goku's up next, so let me know your predictions down below. I think we all know how this is going to end up. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, give it the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about the episode. What do you make about the new rules of the tournament? Who do you think is going to survive at the end of this? What do you think about the fight with Gohan? And do you think I'll reach Mystic Mode? Definitely yes, I think. But comment, rate, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.